Hello, good afternoon. We are at the moment in Nepal, and as you know, Nepal is the birthplace of Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha was born in the town of Lumbini, which is on the Indian and Nepalese border. He was born to King Suddhodan, and his mother's name was Maya Devi. Lord Buddha was the reincarnation of God himself, and he was born not in the natural human way. He was born from the side of Maya Devi. At a young age, he lived in great luxury. His father had built him 3 palaces in which to spend his time. One day he saw a sick man, the other day he saw an old man, and the other day he saw all sorts of suffering. At that time he realized that there must be more to this world than suffering, and how to overcome suffering. So he became a wandering monk. He went to the city of Varanasi in northern India. There he meditated for a long time until he almost starved himself to death. After that he realized that soon he will die if he continues starving himself like that. So one day he started to meditate. When he was under the bow tree, he suddenly gained enlightenment. And at that time, what he did after he gained enlightenment is he took his finger and he put it on the ground. The earth was a weakness to his enlightenment. After that, he found out the cause of suffering, how to overcome suffering. Basically, his idea was that people suffer because of past bad deeds. If you do bad deeds, you will have bad consequences. If you do good deeds, you will have good consequences. The Buddha, many times he came and many times he went. He used to tell about his past life. In one of his life, he was Lord Rama of Ayodhya. In another of his life, he was Lord Krishna. And he used to say that this is what I did in my previous lives. And he gave examples. One of his followers was Anand. And Anand is said to have witnessed a miracle in which the Buddha gave all his sermons, and to prove that he was not a man but a god, Lord Buddha magnified himself hundreds and hundreds of times and then became normal size again. All the monks saw this, and then they finally realized that Lord Buddha is not a man but God himself, the incarnation of the divine. Maya Devi, he had a son called Rahul and his wife, but because he wanted to find truth, he left his wife and his son in search of the truth in forests. And his wife understood this, his son understood this. Lord Buddha, when he decided to leave his kingdom and leave his palaces, cut his hair with his own hands to say that this is the end of my worldly life. After Lord Buddha, he wandered in many places in India such as Sarnath, Varanasi, Rajgir, and all over India. Finally he settled down, he established monks, he established the orders of Buddhism, which eventually became Theravada Buddhism and Hinayan Buddhism. Now Theravada Buddhism you will find in Laos, Thailand, Burma, Sri Lanka. Hinayan Buddhism you will find in Tibet, in Japan, parts of Central Asia. In India, Buddhism is still thriving, although most of the people are not Buddhists. The Theravada, the original form, the Theravada Buddhism as we call it, still exists in India. In the beginning, the Buddha's followers were vegetarian. They did not used to eat meat, but as different cultures adopted Buddhism, they incorporated some of their own ideas and their own lifestyles in the religion. Buddhism basically says be peaceful, earn an honest living, do not steal, do not lie, do not slander anybody, overcome your own anger and your own ego. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How was that presentation?
Excuse me, may I ask you some question?
Yes.
Do you know where Lord Buddha come from in the history, in the
Yes.
past?
Well, this is absolutely certain now. In 1999, the Nepalese government, together with the archaeologists from India and many other archaeologists, actually finally established the birthplace of Lord Buddha. This birthplace is Lumbini, like I said, in the Indian-Nepalese border, and the exact place, the exact spot where the Lord Buddha was born has been found by archaeologists.
Okay,
Nearby is a pond where Maya Devi, his mother, gave birth to the Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha was not born in the natural way, he was born from Maya Devi's side.
Thank you. Huh? May I ask some more? Huh?
Of course.
How Lord Buddha get the enlightenment? It's like a nirvana, huh? Enlightenment. Okay,
Lord
please
Buddha-
explain. Please explain.
enlightenment-
Just a moment. Excuse me. Please explain about the meaning of enlightenment or nirvana, please.
Right. Now, the word nirvana and enlightenment, basically there are no specific words to explain what this is, but I will try to explain what it is. Nirvana is a state of consciousness, a level of enlightenment, a level of peace, a level of knowledge, a level of absolute perfection when one which one eventually, if one leads a very righteous life, and even after many generations, it may take many rebirths of good deeds to attain this nirvana. Now the nirvana that Lord Buddha attained was the perfect nirvana. Now most people will not reach that stage. There are other people called bodhisattvas. The bodhisattvas have reached nirvana, but they have not reached the nirvana that Lord Buddha himself reached. But these people, the bodhisattvas, reach nirvana, but they stop themselves from getting liberation because they want to help humankind attain nirvana as well. Nirvana is a state of mind, it's a spiritual state, a mystical state. It is a state where all your desires come to an end. Apart from that, people have described it in many ways.
Okay, thank you very much. May I ask some more?
Yes.
Please explaining about meaning of the philosophy or the Buddhist.
Right. The Buddha has basically, there are many things the Buddha has said basically. The main thing is basically love yourself and love everybody like you love yourself. Be peaceful. Do not hurt any living animal. Do not slander other people. Even if people are bad, you must not say that they are bad. Earn a honest livelihood. Other things that the Buddha has said, that overcome your ego. If you think you are very big, if you think that you are the most powerful man in the world, you mustn't think like that. You are nothing because you are born and one day you will die. You don't have control over your birth and you don't have control over your death. So you are nothing. So Lord Buddha says, remember one thing, do all the honest things, live a nice honest livelihood. Some people decide to become monks, but when they decide to become monks, they give up their family life and everything. But Lord Buddha said, this is not essential. If you want to become a monk, fine. But if you want to live a life of a householder, you will also achieve nirvana.
Okay, thank you very much. Some more, huh?
Yes.
May you tell me about Buddha, okay? Buddhism, situation in the globalization.
Well, Buddhism actually, the birthplace of Buddhism and the place where Buddhism started off from is India. Now what happened, Buddhism spread all over India through the monks, through the missionaries, through basically Buddhist philosophy. Now at the time of Emperor Ashoka of India, Buddhism even spread further on from the borders of India. Lord Ashoka adopted Buddhist philosophy, although he was a very orthodox Hindu. He also adopted Buddhist philosophy. He sent his son to Sri Lanka. His son's name was Mahinda. Now Prince Mahinda went to Sri Lanka and established Buddhism there. Now from other parts of India, Buddhism spread to Tibet, then to Bhutan, then to its birthplace, Nepal. After that time, there are two sects of Buddhism. One is the Hinayan, the other one is the Theravada. Now the Theravada spread from India to Burma, then to Thailand, then to Cambodia, then to Laos, and eventually to Vietnam. All of these countries follow Buddhism. And Buddhism at one stage went northwards to Mongolia, then it went to China, and from China Buddhism went to Japan. from Japan, Buddhism went to Korea and also the island of Taiwan. The Chinese emperors at one time were very concerned that about the situation, and they gave a lot of support to Buddhism, and Buddhism spread during the reign of many Chinese emperors. Now Buddhism also spread to Central Asia and Tibet. Now Tibet has a very strong monastic culture where monks learn in Gompas, and where there are very big monasteries like Gayatri, Shigatse, monasteries like that. And also people don't realize it, even in Europe there is a pockets of Buddhism in Russia today.
In globalization.
Yes.
Okay.
Now other parts of Buddhism I'll talk about is that Buddhism has also spread to Western countries like the USA and Britain, and also in parts of Europe.
More and more.
Yes, because more and more. Because the thing is, people have adopted Buddhist philosophies, and they have liked the lifestyle of a Buddhist, and so it is still on the go basically.
May I ask you some question? Lord Buddha said, don't believe himself, right?
Lord Buddha said basically that you must only believe if your heart tells you to believe. He said that don't believe unless you yourself realize it. He said, I realize it, but don't say that because I am saying it's the truth, because you yourself realize it. You have to find your own realization and your own enlightenment.
Okay, how about, thank you very much. How about the moderate path?
Model?
Moderate path,
I don't follow.
like middle ways of life.
Yes, well, actually, if you look at life, in any part of life, some people are very rich, some people are very poor. Lord Buddha said the middle path is the best path, because if you want more and more wealth, you'll be craving for more and more wealth, then you'll be unhappy, you will neglect your spiritual life. If you are only thinking about wealth and money and comfort and all that. And once if you lose your wealth and comfort and money, then you will live a very miserable life, because you will not be able to adapt. Now Lord Buddha said it's no good being living in poverty. He did not approve of people living like hermits and living in poverty. He goes, live an honest life like a householder, not too wealthy, not too rich, everything in neutral.
Okay, thank you very much. How about Lord Buddha say, Lord Buddha Testament? Everything is unpermanent, right?
Well, this is absolutely true. Everything is. Lord Buddha, even though he was a reincarnation of God, and as you know, God doesn't die, God gets reincarnated. He came on this earth for a purpose, and that is to teach us the philosophy of Buddhism. Everything you think about, now I can ask a small boy, everything you can think about is impermanent. I am born, I will die, I'm impermanent. These trees all around me, one day they will die. Someone may cut them off, or they may die naturally. Everything in this world is impermanent. You name me one living thing that can go on forever and ever. Nothing.
Lord Buddha say, when everything impermanent, huh? And Lord Buddha say, Buddhism will be finished, right? In the future.
Actually, Lord Buddha did not say, never said that Buddhism will be finished in the future. I don't know where these historians got this idea from. He said that as time goes by, there will be a decline in morality. He said that people will start being less religious. People will start being more greedy. They'll be lusting after women. And, there'll be a general decline in moral behavior. But this is the cycle of the age of goodness ends, the age of the bad age starts. This is just a normal cycle. But Buddhism, he said, Buddhist religion will stay on forever.
Thank you very much. Where the Buddhist, Lord Buddha get the influence?
Pardon?
Influence, power, energy. Where Lord Buddha get it from?
Lord Buddha himself, well, you can never say where he got the power from, because Hindus basically believe that Lord Buddha was, because from a Hindu perspective, Hindus believe that Lord Buddha was the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu, of God himself. And Lord Vishnu came on this earth many times, once as Lord Krishna, another time as Lord Rama. So whenever there is a moral decline, whenever bad things are on the increase and righteousness is threatened, then in one form or the other, God comes. Hindus believe that Lord Buddha was the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu. So the power, you can say, where did he get the power from? He himself is power.
And never God, right?
Pardon?
He have no God. Anything.
He has no
God. G-O-D.
God. Well, from a Hindu perspective, Lord Buddha was the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu, so we believe that he was God. Now, some people believe that he was a monk who received enlightenment. Different cultures believe different things about that. I can only tell you what the Indians believe and the Hindus believe.
Okay, thank you very much.
Because I will not be advocating what other people think that's their viewpoint, but this is our viewpoint.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you help me? Thank you, Mr. Lot done. Okay.
May I know your profession?
I am by profession accountant.
Accountant.
Final
But this
chain.
is yes.
Wow.
But this is my
Interesting.
interest.
Wow. And are you yourself a
ไก่ยัง
Buddhist?
ไก่ยังไปคนละ
You're
ทำไม
Hindu?
ไปคนละเรื่องเลยพี่
Every single Hindu,
แต่ว่าดีนะ
every single Hindu believes in Lord Buddha.
Quite close.
Every single
Hindu
Hindu
believes in Lord Buddha. Now Wednesday is the day which is holy for Lord Buddha in the Hindu tradition. On the Wednesday, if you are having mental instability, every Wednesday. Now on Wednesday, if you pray to Lord Buddha and you offer Lord Buddha incense, lotus flower,
ตกหรือยังตกหรือยัง
prasadam, as we call it. On Wednesday, if there's problem in the house, if you are mentally upset, you'll get peace. So every single Hindu, that's why Hindus and Buddhists are very, very similar. Then the Dalai Lama, he said something, he said a very important thing. He said the Hindus and the Buddhists are the two branches of the same tree.
Okay, thank you very much again. Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Yeah, this is going to be in Bangkok.